Okay, I'm back with one more video. This is going to be. Whew, this is new Retro Arcade, provided everything works okay. I am using the Oculus Mirror in order to broadcast this, so hopefully that shows up alright. Not really sure. I've never done that before for this specific game. Alright, yeah, there we go. I don't have any sound, but whatever, that's okay. Alright, so this program. This is one of the biggest reasons that I wanted to get VR to begin with. I had seen this and I thought it looked incredible. The demo version that they had out, and then oops, go ahead and reset my view so I'm centered. All right, yeah. I saw this. Tried the VR or the demo version. Thought it was really cool. I'm super into emulation. The disadvantage of this is that, well, I mean, besides this right here, these controllers are weird. I don't know what that's all about. But the thing with this is it takes a lot of work to get it set up just right. But once you do, if you are into arcades at all, if you ever were, especially, like older arcades, look at that, there's a surge up there. I can't reach it. I can't reach it because of my... Yeah, I can't reach that right there. But if you're ever into, like, just say retro arcades, as it said right there, this is absolutely worth every single penny. I'm going to try to pick this up down here. My camera's where they're at. Well, let me actually grab it. There you go. Yeah, so you've got 3D models and stuff. You got an arcade. I know some people complain about the arcade being sort of messy, which it is, but that's actually something I was looking for in this kind of experience. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go in here. You've got multiplayer. One thing that you need to know about this before I get into the game is you got single player. This is where you're going to be spending 90% of your time. Once you load it up right, you got access to ROMs. You got access to like a air hockey table. There's a couple like custom built-in games that they have in here too. You got bowling, all sorts of just arcade redemption kind of games. So you got that in single player. And when you go to multiplayer, people cannot play the ROMs and stuff that you have set up on your machine. So if you're thinking, you're going to play some Street Fighter 2 with the person that joins your lobby, it's not happening. It's not in here yet. I don't know if it's ever going to come. I know they've talked about it a lot. You got this customize option here, which when you see the other avatars, this is just what you're wearing. A couple of different options. Nothing crazy. I'll just use that hat right there. You got these options here. I'm not really... Oh, yeah. Some of the stuff you're going to have to mess with a bit just to get it working how you want to. And you got the credits and you got quit. So we'll go ahead and go in here. You've got two different arcades. You got Classic, which is the one that's available in the free demo you can try out. And you've also got Neon. This is new to this version. This is new Retro Arcade, Neon. We're going to go with this one because I like this one more. This is also the one that costs money, so this is going to be what you get if you pay that. This takes a little bit to load. You see, we're still got the game up, still running. Okay. Just gotta wait for everything to load up. Okay, so you've got free movement. This fun story. When I got this was the first thing that I wanted to do in VR. And unfortunately for me, I didn't, if you haven't heard, it takes time to get your VR tolerance up. So I would do this right here. You've got free movement with the two sticks. You can turn with this one. And you got this right here for actual movement. This made me feel so sick, and it was such a bummer. You can actually see the arcade right there, but you've got all this stuff here. This is the type of stuff that you would see in an arcade. Come through here, and you've got all your games. You've got a variety of cabinets. You can customize the posters. You can actually take the artwork here, and you can customize the side panels. You can customize the controls. You got the marquee up there. You can see the game. This takes a little bit of work to get going. There is an excellent tool available in the forums that actually is how you get all of these little demo videos right here. Sorry, there's no sound. I gotta look into why that's happening. So you got your different types of cabinets. As you can see, you didn't notice you got your standard arcade cabinets, which you can walk up to at any time and just kind of start playing. I'll go ahead and load up one of these here. These are using MAME ROMs. You can set up your buttons. If you want to use a controller, you can use that. If you want to use a stick, you can use that too. I would advise you, if you don't have a Xbox controller or stick, to go ahead and use Joy to Keep and set your controls. That's how I play. I play a ton of fighting games, and unfortunately I have a PS3 stick, which I love, but it doesn't work with every single game. But yeah, as you can see, the cool thing about this, that I think makes this a different experience from what's available in the Oculus Dash right now, or Oculus Home, is that you have all these arcade machines. I can look around and I can see the other machines, and it might not look like much, but when you're in it, it's incredibly, I mean, the only word for it is immersive. It's not like anything else I've seen before. So we're going to go ahead, and if you turn, you'll notice that once you turn, it goes back to the demonstration video. If you go back up to whatever game it is, you're right back there. You can use, if you're crazy, if you're playing simple games, it's fine. You can use the touch controllers in order to control the games. I prefer using a stick, just because the touch controllers are fine for like a 2-button game. But when you have more involved stuff like, say, Tekken over here, you're going to have your buttons split between both sides. It's kind of a pain. But the other thing that is really cool about this is, if you can tell, so you got cabinets like this right here, 4-3, and then you also got a couple of vertical cabinets, which not every single game ran in 4-3. So you can tell, like right here, the different aspect ratio makes a huge difference if you're trying to play this accurately. We're going to go ahead and load this. So this is on. You can see the stick moving right down there. I'm not sure how this works. This tool was made by, I want to say the guy's name is like Nabiday or something. Not really sure to pronounce it, but he does plenty of updates, works really hard on this thing right here, this utility. So it's kind of a bummer that the project is like, it's not fully abandoned. They're just not working on it actively right now. Because I'd love to see what they would, change. But super cool. The arcade machines like that, really cool. You got all this stuff here. Because of him and how the utility works, you actually got authentic cabinets. It pulls all the artwork, all the videos and stuff. It takes up a lot of space, but I think it's worth all of it. This is something that is never leaving my computer. It's giving me tons of happiness, just being able to, like, on a, say I'm feeling down on like a Friday night or something, I want to go to the arcade, can't get to the arcade ever, or there's not an arcade near you. Also happens quite a lot. You can pop this thing open. You got this. You got a little working bowling alley here. Physics aren't perfect. Let me go ahead and try to get this right. Looks like it actually has bumpers on the side too, which I never noticed before. But this actually works, and it updates the score up in the corner there, which is super cool. Let's grab this ball again. I'm going to try to just see how hard I can chuck this thing. I'm trying not to hit my stick. That's why I'm like backing up so awkwardly. Oh, that went faster. Yeah, alright, 10 miles per hour. This little circle that's on the ground, you have to be in here if you want to move. If it's orange, I'm going to go ahead and back up. That means that you're not going to be able to use the free movement. That keeps you from going out of your play space. So I'm going to go ahead and step right back in here. You've got Frisbees. You've got Game Boys that are around here too. These are really cool if you can see it. My favorite thing is that, like, this is backlit, but by default, there's no backlighting, so you end up kind of like wandering around the arcade looking for the perfect light to play stuff. This, I end up using the, let's go ahead and pick Liu Kang. This I end up using the touch controllers for, because it's only 2 buttons. You got, I want to say A and B are going to be on your right stick. Start is going to be your right grip button, and then select is going to be your left grip button. And if you've never seen this version of this game before, I know it looks like it's running slow. It's not. Believe me, it's definitely not running slow. this game, this is just how weird this game ran. Go ahead and just pull my hands apart. So drop that. This was a feature that everybody was looking forward to, and it would have been really cool to try out with other people. We got light guns that are all over the place here. It's going to drop it. There we go. So you got that. You got basketball hoops, just like you'd see in an arcade. You got the little cooler there. This radio here, you can actually set up stations, and you can put the cassettes in there, and it plays the music on the boombox. You got this basketball hoop. Unfortunately for me, this is what led me to getting a better. I ended up getting VR shoot around, I think is what it's called, which is what I think is the best VR basketball experience. These balls feel like rocks or boulders or something. I don't know what's up with them. Also can't seem to reach in there, so whatever, we'll keep going. You got this, one of those little punching games. You got that. And then it shows you your score. You got a high score, so if you have other people in here, while you can't play your ROMs, you know, there's other things that you can do in the arcade. You got that. You got whack-a-mole, of course, because you can't not have that. Hold on, let me go ahead and reset my space forward. Got that. You've got a fully functioning movie theater here. The way that this works, this was the first theater I tried before I tried big screen, and there's something that I really like about this. You got this screen here, it's hooked up to your projector back there, and then you've got your VCR, and what you do is you pop in the tape right down there, and then you can, it actually shows up on the projector. We'll go ahead and grab one of these NRAM tapes. So I'll take this, run this over here, and we're going to go ahead and pop this tape in, right there. Let's see, you actually have to come down here and hit the, I think there was a button that you had to hit or something before, I don't know, oh, there it is. Anyway, so, yeah, so this right here actually works as a functioning theater. If you have other people that are going to be in here with you, I think they can see that stuff. We're going to go around this corner. What else do we have back here? We've got darts. Again, these are really cool features that you would see in an arcade, which is incredible. You got a little camera here, so if you want to, say, take some pictures, you can do that. Can't really seem to do it. Oop, whatever. Anyway, you can take pictures. They show up down there like that. I think if you shake them, they actually develop faster. You've got working consoles, which you use these to play your console ROMs. So as you can see, I've actually got this hooked up in here too. So this has all the artwork. Let's see what we got. We got Mega Man X and X2 over here. I'm not sure why I have two versions of that. What sucks is that there's that version of Contra that's down there on the ground. I'm going to try to grab that. We'll see what happens. Oh, boy. I got it. All right, so you can take this, drop this in here. It's that Killer Instinct. Grab your controller. It shows up. Usually when I do this right here, I have an Xbox controller hooked up because, again, since these are Super Nintendo games, you can use Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, whatever. But you can play all of these. It's just, it's really hard to do this stuff with the Oculus Touch controllers, but I'm pretty much holding the controller just like you see. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, it's not really practical to play like this because the shoot button, unfortunately, is on my other hand here. So I'm pretty much just holding the controller like weird, like I won't be able to like jump and shoot. But if you have a controller, you know, again, it's really cool that you can sit here, you can play, and try to show off one of my favorite things about this, which is, you know, if you sit down here at this angle, the screen looks a little bit different. You can look at the side, you can see the curves. I don't think it's got the detail now. It's just a regular ROM. But you got that. You got your eject button, so you can take that out. air hockey. This is their built-in light gun game. We're going to go back. Go ahead and go upstairs. Up this way. Got a bar up here. There's actually a secret room, I believe. I don't know if it's still in. It might not be in anymore. I can't tell. You got more cabinets up here. These are different games. So you got room for, I want to say, 35 machines. And you also have one light gun game. And this is really cool. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I might not have. I guess I do. So I know a lot of people have been wanting light gun support for stuff. I love the fact that this is here at all. I don't really know how to shoot. Okay. Grab this. Looks like you have to reload every single weapon, so we're going to go ahead and go in here. I just want to demonstrate that I am actually pointing the gun at the screen. Okay. But yeah, that's one of the features that everybody wants in VR, and there's not enough like regular light gun games. But again, yeah, this is super cool. And again, if you have a soft spot for arcades, this might be my favorite like overall VR app. Like, there's so many good games and stuff that are available that people don't talk about, but just the ability to go to a place like this and just, you know, put this headset on, and all of a sudden I can just kind of walk up to, say, this Donkey Kong machine here and just play. I can pretend I'm Billy Mitchell, hopefully minus the cheating part. Trying to get my I can't figure out where my stick is. Go ahead and reset my view. Look forward. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just do this real quick. I think this actually ran in the vertical cabinet. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is. I know the buttons right there don't line up. It's because they have to kind of improvise a little bit, but it's amazing. It's really cool. I spent so many hours in here so far. This is probably my most played like VR thing in general. Like, that's compared to, you know, big screen. The only thing that I have more time in would be the Oculus Home. Kind of customizing the furniture and stuff since they added that in. I know there's a lot of people that are out there that are like, oh, why wouldn't you just play the ROMs? And playing the ROMs is cool, but it's kind of the same argument of like, oh, well, why would you buy retro games? You know, sometimes just that experience of just being in a place like this, even though this is VR, it elevates everything a lot more. Better finish this level because it's been a while since I played Donkey Kong. This is actually not how I usually play, so I hope this works out okay. Oh boy. Alright. Anyway, yeah, like I said, this is absolutely, if you're into arcades, if you have the patience, if you know emulation, this is absolutely worth looking into. One day I might do a setup video for how to use this program right here, because it's really complicated. There's tons of information available in the community hub for this game. It's only available on Steam as far as I know, so they have you covered. They definitely look out for you. They give you a disclaimer to let you know, because there was a period of time when people were being really hard on this game because, you know, they got it, and when you get it by default, it's just a bunch of blank games that you can't actually play. But worth the time, worth the money. If you love arcades, there's nothing like it. Alright, I will catch you guys later. Peace.